Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm going to participate in the first round of this edition of the Meta Hacker Cup. It starts in 3 seconds. I will probably not talk too much. Yeah, let's just begin. Share similarities. Account cannot be used. Solid Snake. Okay. Where doesn't matter where he starts, right? It's just, well, are there pictures? Yes. Just the maximal distance between two adjacent. Starting from platform 1, okay. Okay, this is the last solution to the practice round. Problems, okay. N A now n is at least 1, so the answer is sometimes 0, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, nice. Uh, 4340453 validate solution, download validation input. Okay. Okay, so on the two new not much of a validation input. Okay, here the answer is 1, here the answer is 1. Okay, yeah, no shit. But let's just hope that I didn't. Didn't mess anything up. Okay. Can I just, okay, password, what? Okay, I messed something up. Download the input directly. Okay, some answers. Output file, source code, submit. Some, oops, an error occurred. Okay. I thought we had the practice round for all these type of things. Okay. By the way, in the practice round, they gave me another input, like they had some other input on their side. My solution didn't pass because of that. Anyway. Do I just... No, I want to be precise. here I heard we can use the ground, right? Starts on the ground. Okay, so now we want to find out, like, yeah, we can just binary search even if we want. Do we maybe want something else? Can we want anything else? It's already taken me too long to think, so I'll just... Okay, so we cannot use, since n is at least 1 and each platform is at least 1 meter high, cannot use 0, but we certainly can use 1 billion. Okay. No, we can, yeah, it's much easier to do like while if not low enough, return false. Curve is this. Okay, I think that should be it. The same test. 3, 10, 4, 42, 42, 2. Okay. Again, 1 and 3, there, okay, 3, 4, 3, 4 is 3, and 1 to 50 is 1, indeed. So again, it's not much for test, but again, these validation tests are not for actually testing something. Okay, now if I unpack, why did you... Okay. No. I'm sorry. I forgot to move input here first. If now I unpack stuff, it is still here. Okay, nice. Now get password and start timer. Would you like to replace? Yes? Huh? Okay, it's too risky. Too risky. I want to download the input directly now. Okay. Have some big numbers, no negative numbers, which is a good sign. Okay, let's see. Will it accept my submission? Indeed. Nice. Final product. Find any sequence and calculate how many sequences. Okay. Empty product has coolness 1. Product. Okay. By any positive integer of your choice. Okay, so at most A and then exactly B. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay. So this is a no-brainer, right? I can just try everything. Yeah. No. Yeah. What the... Yeah, that's really stupid. I don't want to try anything. What do I need to just... Okay, 4... Yeah, I know. A is not necessarily okay. I can just... I don't know. Seems legit. What is the catch? Presentation error. Is it like... Is it because I didn't print in other space here? One, 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 12, 1, 1, 1. Wait, what? Why did I just show? Okay, 1, 9, and like... Why do you have 11 numbers? What the what? Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't make mistakes. Okay, I'm going to, like, validation is free, so I'm going to just check if wait. Yeah, no. What is going on? Did they temporarily... No, what's going on? My solution is validated. Huh. That's... Can I revalidate my solution? Like, can I again... revalidate? Now it's... Well... Now you're done. Okay, what do I need? Probably I don't need this. I can use it. Can just Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If I is this, at most A. Okay. Suppose equals ways, otherwise anyway we return, not otherwise, just anyway. Okay. For I plus 1 curve. Actually, we can even avoid this. Ways we multiply by, oh no, we shouldn't have done it, right? Okay, what would the new ways be? Let's just compute it somehow. Those ways times, so among the first n operations we need to wait, okay, insert somehow j minus 1, so okay, yeah, n minus 1, but in this case it's just j. Okay, can I just compute this once? Is that okay? Okay, w of I j, right? Okay, and after that this, right? Okay, 0 1 1 j was not declared. What do you mean? Okay. Okay, seems working. A bunch of numbers, a bunch of big numbers, and it worked relatively fast. even though I wasn't like, I was running it in debug. So let me just compile it like this and this. Move input here, get password and start timer, back. Bunch of numbers, 71, well, I don't know. Qwen.cpp submit. Okay, attempt number, no, attempt number 2. Wow, this time it worked. It's just a disaster so far. The testing system should not be like that. Narrowing down. Okay. Okay, so the number of prefixes -1 where the, except the last one, the greatest one, where the XOR is 0. I understand. All contiguous subarrays. Okay. First of all, we only need, what the fuck, it's okay, this is the simplest way. Okay, once is if everything breaks, and then for kv and now I want to do something like the stupidest solution would be for the answer in this scenario, we save like yeah, I don't really need the positions because it's about how much I save. Okay. Okay, does this work for the sample? Of course it does. Now let's gradually optimize it. Okay, what does this tell us? Okay. Can also say okay, of course this is not the same, but this is okay. So this is already enough. But also I think I can just but not like maybe a CNC minus 1 times like this, right? Okay, this works. Now validate solution download, validation input. It should be big. I expect it to be. It's not. Okay. Okay, they just wait. What was the? I don't care, I guess. Yeah, 2 to the 30th power. I don't know. Let's try it. Should work. This is like much easier than B2. Okay, 38 megabytes. Understandable. Okay, start timer. I don't even like okay, let me okay, take some time for some reason, but yeah, I don't print negative numbers. Sanity check passed. No, the hardest part. Okay, I failed the hardest part, of course. Okay, failed it again. Okay, now I'm starting to understand why this problem costs 24 points, not 23. Oof, third attempt. Crash course. Dim sum, okay. And plates A or B. so far so like easier than practice round. What does it mean, sending the prefix of dishes before crashing to the ground? Oh, by the way, what about my clarification? Thanks, we have... okay. Sending the prefix of dishes before crashing to the ground. Okay. Until where every dish is either eaten or knocked to the ground. These pigs. They will skip their turn without doing anything if each player wants nothing more than... okay, so in this case they already lost. Okay, so we have binary AB binary string, and each character, so the first player can just move the left border after some A, and the second can move the right border before some B. Okay, of course the strategy where we just eat the closest dish doesn't work because of this, or rather this. If we eat this dish, they will eat the whole thing and we will lose. But if we eat, for example, this dish, they will eat the only thing they have and we will win. So what do we do? Okay, if we end with A, then we win. Otherwise, if after our turn the first character is B, then we lose. If the first character is A, but then we have BB, then we lose. If the first character is AA, the first two, but then we have BBB, then we lose, so on. Can we generalize it? If we start with something where second player wins if they move first, like B wins if they move first, then we lose. Maybe I want to simulate the process, see what happens. Okay, this is kind of expected. Okay. Okay, Alice may win only if she eats this, and then yeah, okay. Alice just wins, Alice just loses. Alice Bob and Bob wins. Alice wins. Alice wins. Okay. Assume that Alice wins. Okay, I don't know. Assume that somewhere in the string we have this picture. Alice can eat this, and then this will remain, and Bob can eat this. Bob doesn't make sense for him to eat this. It doesn't make sense for Alice to eat this. How does this work? Okay, so if we lose, then we lose on every suffix. Right? Because if on some suffix we win, we just go there. What if we have something like a bunch of A's and they have a bunch of B's? They have more B's, but they are not as consecutive. I'm afraid we lose then. or wait. Do we lose? I'm not sure actually. If we start just taking this ace, yeah, okay. Is it true that if we have isolated substring AB or just not isolated, then we can erase it? Because like we as Alice will never want to go to this A, and he as Bob will never have to want to go to that B. Okay, I think that's the solution. So theorem, if we have a substring AB, we will never, nobody will ever want to use them, like eat any of these dishes. They are poisoned. If one does that, they immediately lose, and that's it. Okay, I don't like something feels wrong. Bob, Alice, Alice. Okay, Bob wins here. Yes, Alice must take this. Bob, Alice, Bob. Bob, Alice. Bob, Alice, Bob, Alice. And Alice, Bob, just Alice. Or even Alice. Okay. Okay, okay, so again, this reduction was correct, I believe. If we end up like a bunch of B's and then a bunch of A's, we end up like this. If we end with A, and we first must check this, and then Alice wins. Okay. If we start with B, wait, it just means I just can't like otherwise print South Alice. Oh, I mean South Bob. It either starts with B or is empty or ends with A. Wow, okay. Did I download anything? Crash course input zip. Uh-huh. That is expected. Okay, third time is a charm. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm 25th now. I don't know what will happen like after the testing concludes. It was not a very interesting round. It was much worse in my opinion than even the practice round. I think they just mixed them up. Okay, I don't think so, because the practice round had some very like stack requiring problem, but this was just a joke. So with all these issues, so yeah, Okay, to advance to round 2 I need to be top 5000. I hope to be top 5000. Let's see. Also, even an hour didn't pass. We are already here. So it's hard to predict, at least for me, how many points will be here. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Nothing to see here anymore. Thank you for watching and bye.